Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm in a Disney shirt today. I'm a big fan. You know they call these spirit jerseys. I didn't know that they called them spirit jerseys. This is from the Haunted Mansion. I'm just a big fan. I'm a big Disney fan, man. I just love Disney. You go there and you're happy, so life life is good. Cosmos, man, I'm showing you a Bitcoin chart because Cosmos is up across the board. So of course we're going to come over here and look at Bitcoin because with the way Atom's performing and the way Osmo's performing, man, they're tanking the whole world. So if something is going to be, given life to this, it's going to be right over here on Bitcoin. Now, there's a very important question that you're going to have to ask yourself, and you're going to have to figure it out. Is this a buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news type of scenario? Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, if you look at if you remember the head fake, I think Cointelegraph put it out, but if you remember the fake news, it exploded, man. I mean, that thing exploded 10%, like inside of seconds. So everybody has some information now that they didn't have before. That's really it. We all had some information. It was all guessing. What's going to happen if the ETFs get approved? What's going to happen? It was all pure guessing, and we got a taste of it now. So pragmatically, because I'm a pragmatist, I'm going to change my viewpoint on this and start accumulating more Bitcoin. I'm doing okay. I've always had some, but now I'm starting to get more. But I'm getting more to dump it. I mean, after the ETF when it gets approved, and they're going to. Something tells me that they're absolutely going to. The whole narrative seems to have changed. The whole fit, feel, emotion, sentiment, everything seems to have changed. So with that, I'm gonna position myself because it's not often that you know what's gonna happen. We don't know the when, but we know the results of it. So the important question that you're gonna have to ask yourself as an investor, particularly if you're not a primary Bitcoin investor, is again, is this a buy the rumor, sell the news? Now, I personally believe it is because I've been in crypto for a long time. But the other part is that most of you have been in crypto for a long time, and particularly the Bitcoin people. They've been here forever, just a long, long time. Wrote it up, wrote it down, diamond hand, never sell. That's it. So we've seen FOMO, we've seen mania, we've seen all of this stuff in crypto over and over and over, and now you're going to get an opportunity to see it in the number one token in crypto. So everything's it's gonna pop, but I'm gonna just the how high is it going to pop? That seems to be the question everybody's asking. Now I talk about the Nash equilibrium, and I mentioned it on my show a lot. For those of you who are not familiar with the Nash equilibrium, it's kind of a big deal. You and I, whoever's watching this video, we are not working together. All right, I'm not doing what I do for your benefit, and you're not making investments for my benefit. Now, if we are making similar investments because we see things the same way, then we are working together, but not really. And it works fine. The Nash equilibrium on something like this will work fine, particularly when you're looking at something like Bitcoin. It works fine as long as we're in the boat and we're all rowing the same way. So we have an additional piece of information now that we didn't have, that we hadn't had up to now. That's my biggest takeaway about that whole mess, is that it gave investors a piece of information that up till now we didn't know. Now we do know. So the pump will happen and it will work again as long as we all sit in the boat and row it the same, pulling it, row in the same direction. It's going to work fine. It breaks down as soon as one of us says, that's enough. I'm good. I made it. It'll probably be someone like me. I made it. I got a really good percentage. I got a huge return on this. Let's go ahead and just bail out and see what happens now, because I don't marry my bags. And there are lots of other investors, smart investors, correct investors, that don't marry their bags either. They're going to look at it and see this is not a once in a lifetime chance. This is a Tuesday because this is crypto. And there's always something going up somewhere. So if what's effectively, I'm solid that I'm going to make a profit on something, I'm going to realize those profits and I'll pull them out and I'll put them somewhere else, because that's the way that I'm going to see this thing going. And I got a hunch I'm pretty correct on this. So I have no particular problem sending my money over to Bitcoin right now, and I had some positions, but now I have larger positions. And when it hits, I'm gonna decide when enough is enough. I'm gonna pull out, and I'm gonna move them over into move that money back over into my other long projects. It's what I do. All right, I'm a trader. I'm not a holder. I am a trader. So you really got to you're really going to have to do some personal analysis on this and figure out what you're going to do, because you were given, again, that piece of information you were given was invaluable. And it's a little surprising to me that people aren't talking about this a little bit more, not from a hype standpoint, but from a philosophical standpoint, and from even a do your own research standpoint, because now you know what's about to happen. Uh, Still not going to all in, not going to max, not going to do any of that other stuff. The only thing I'm bummed about is that I won't be able to leverage it, because when that news drops, it's going to drop instantly. So all of the money that I have in Bitcoin, none of it is going to be leveraged. I won't have time to do it, because when it goes, it's gone. And we're going to be seeing plenty of volatility before that happens. This is actually a good thing. All of this is a good thing. Velocity of money. It's another thing you hear me discuss a lot, and there's a reason for it, because the faster money moves, the more likely we are to find the correct price of something. Now, Bitcoin just popped once again right there, over 30,000 with no news, none whatsoever. But again, it went up over 30,000, settled down about 29.5. End of the day, it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see it at 28.8. But because of that, I can't leverage it, because I don't know. And I don't think we're not going to see those ETF announcements until 2024-ish, early 2024. So all I can do is continue to scalp the other projects that I'm scalping that are going to be getting their pumps off from Bitcoin, and realizing profits on those and sinking it into Bitcoin as just kind of like a holding pattern kind of thing. And I'm not the only one that's going to be doing this. So again, guys, look, man, it's important. You're going to have to understand everything's up. Cosmos is up because Bitcoin's up. All right. Nothing fundamentally changed in Cosmos that would suddenly make it all explode at one time. It didn't. All right. Bitcoin did. And Cosmos just got a good, real good chunk of it. So anyway, guys, food for thought. That's what this whole video was today, is just food for thought. Think about it. Try to figure out how you're going to play this one. And yeah. That's it. Questions and comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I will answer any and all. I like to get email. And yeah, that's it, man. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money, guys. Cheers.